What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. Here we are at about $535 with 7 hours, 45 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it, my friends. Still consolidating. Not a whole lot has changed over the past 24 hours, right? We're just still at the top of this consolidation phase that we had for a little bit of time here for a couple of weeks. And I think we're ready to move higher, right? Any day now, we're ready to move higher. I want to look at the 4-hour time frame real quick. Yeah, we've been consolidating now. I mean, how long have we been consolidating? It's been 5 days, almost 6 days. This is much longer of a consolidation phase than what we typically see, okay? In all reality, you consolidated here for about 3 days, then you broke out, but to the downside. Really, but I would just say that, in all honesty, we're still in the same consolidation phase, though. We still are. We can move lower. We could absolutely see prices that are below $518. We could see that and still get, lower lows, lower highs here. Some kind of downward sloping consolidation off of this move up. But then likely we do move higher. I would be surprised, because it's been 6 days now. I'd be surprised if the end of this week came along, we have 3 days, 8 hours left, and we weren't at prices that were above $560. I'd be surprised if we didn't make that move up. Or at least some kind of move. Maybe we move down, right? But are we just going to consolidate here forever? Is that new life? Is that life for now? I don't know. We just consolidated and moved sideways for a very long time here, for about 2 weeks, just in a very tight range there. Are we going to do it again here on an even tighter range? I don't think so, right? You see this consolidation phase lasted about as long as we have now, right? Same thing here. Down here a little bit, right? A little bit less. Same thing down here, right? Sometimes you move sideways for a little bit longer, but soon enough, I would think that by the end of this month, if not obviously the first week of December, we should see a move that takes us higher. And I don't know. We'll go from there. If this is a bull flag, and I think it is a bull flag. If it is a bull flag, then the measure move out of this pattern should take us to $656, $660, somewhere around there. And if Bitcoin Cash makes a move all the way up to this level, let's go on a weekly time frame. I mean, at that point, just imagine we make a move that's up here. At that point, we're breaking out of this range. We're breaking out of this range, and we're off to the races. I actually want to look at Monero, because I found this out on Monero yesterday, XMR. We were looking at this. We compared it exactly to what Bitcoin Cash is doing. So I want to see the results here. Let's just see. No results yet, it looks like. But on the 1-hour time frame, it's a little bit different now, right? There's been a little bit of time that went by. Yesterday when I was making the video, it was like around here, I want to say. And does this tell me that this does not look very similar to what Bitcoin Cash is doing here on the weekly time frame? Like, you look at the weekly time frame here. I don't know what just happened. I just clicked on something. Hopefully it doesn't mess things up. It looks identical to like what we're seeing here on the 1-hour time frame with Monero. It looks identical. But I was expecting that we'd move up higher, because again, you rejected here, you rejected here. The thought would be that we move up from here, right? We're doing something different, we'd move up. But if we're looking at this, we've actually moved down. We've moved sideways and we moved down. That's what we've done. I would still expect that we move up. This is like a false breakout to the downside, in my opinion. I still think that we'd move up, but I was hoping by now we'd already have some positive results to reflect on. But here's what we're doing here. Is that what we're going to do? Are we just destined to slowly but surely wither away into the sub 400 levels? Maybe. Probably not. I really think at any moment here, we're about to see a breakout. This bull flag, if it moves the way that it's intended to, right? This bull flag here. The breakout move should take us all the way up to about $657. And with that, again, we're breaking out of this overall range that we've been in since April, March even, of 2024. We break out of this range with that bull flag. We break out of this range with that bull flag. We're breaking out of this range. Whoops. With that bull flag. Like, we're literally, a price right here breaks out of every significant range that we have to the upside, and that would likely just catapult. It would accelerate the price to prices that are around anywhere from $2,300 to $4,300. I'm thinking something closer to $4,000 personally, and we really could, you guys, see Bitcoin Cash go all the way up above this high. You know, something we haven't talked about in a long time, and it's just, it's funny how things get lost, like they get lost with time. But Bitcoin Cash's overall pattern here, its overall lifelong historical price action is a W. It is a giant W. And you guys know how I feel about W's, right? Typically with W's, what you expect is that the second leg, this leg here, first off is faster than the first leg, but second off tops off above where the first leg started. So if this is a W, if it truly is a W pattern and it's to be respected as one, regarded as one, you would expect, or I would expect, then that we do see prices at new all-time highs. That might be the stopping point. So when I tell you guys that from here Bitcoin Cash could run up to new all-time highs before it sees any kind of consolidation, I'm not just trying to blow fairy dust in the air. We're talking about statistical probabilities based off of a very large, very long-form W-shaped pattern. And outside of that, every other significant range that we're breaking as well, right? Anyways, any day now. I can't imagine this lasts too much longer. If this flag does last longer and we start to see a bigger flag than we do a flagpole, then perhaps at that point we will consider some downside, or maybe have to rethink things. Maybe this bull flag breakout isn't so much to lean on, but the point remains, once we get up to these levels of about like 650 or higher, once we get above this high here, we're breaking out. We're breaking out of this range, of that range, and the lifelong range itself, and potentially exacting our revenge on the bears, forming this W pattern going all the way up to the top here. It wouldn't be crazy at all. High to low, I mean, $5,500, $6,000, something right there, just above. It really could happen. And from here, even the minimum target on this fib, that's about a 6.7x to, who knows, maybe an 11x move from here. Crazy things are coming. Buy the dip. Be prepared. I'm not preaching as much this time. I don't think I need to preach as much. I just wanted to get on here and do some TA, some short-term stuff and some long-term stuff. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we have broken out of the structure on the 1 hour. Typically, it's whenever you break these structures, whenever you break these higher lows, that's actually the best time to buy. Not a lot of volume came in with this breakout at all, and that validates it in my opinion that we're probably going to move higher. Finding support here at prior areas of support there, from a low to a high here, right at your 0.5, it's fine, it's perfect. Stochastics are reset. MACD is at the 0 reset, and the RSI is also reset. 4 hour time frame here, bouncing off the 50, bouncing off the 50, bouncing off the 0. I really do think between the next 3 days we'll see Bitcoin Cash back above 600. If not back above $600 within the next 3 days, we should be moving up there. It should be coming into a lot closer view than it is now. Daily MACD crossing above the 0. Stochastics are bullishly postured. The RSI is in an uptrend. We've got higher lows and, well, I guess not higher highs, but we are in a bit of an uptrend relatively speaking. And I would think that we do go to the overbought zone. We'll see. Time will tell. I got nothing else. What I'm looking at here too, a little bit in the future, is that if imagine that we do move up kind of slowly, right? We get up into this overbought zone here, or if we move up faster, either the beginning of December or the second week of December is going to provide some serious growth for Bitcoin Cash. It's just a matter of time. But December should be exciting. At the very, very least, we should see some miraculous price action. The last time that we got overbought, we saw, in a 4-day time frame, we saw prices go from $491 all the way up to $602. So we should, I think, within the next couple of weeks, see some spectacular growth. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye.